I want to back up real quick because I saw something on TV. And I know a lot of people did. This has been a few months ago now. Actually, it was during the Harrisburg show, and it was in obviously in Pennsylvania. But there was a doctor that stood up with the United Sportsmen of Pennsylvania and said, "Hey, we solved it. We figured it out. We've got a cure for CWD," or at least insinuated that one was very close. And I guess I really like to just kind of get your thoughts on that because to a casual CWD person like myself, I see a blip on the screen. I'm like, oh, good, they fixed it, And I know there's way more to it than that. So, I mean, do you have an opinion on what that was said? Was that just a little premature, or is there hope there? Or both?
All right. So,
or do you want to pass?
No, I'm not going to pass.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not afraid of it, and frankly, I don't care what that guy thinks or what those people think. It was a very irresponsible and inappropriate message to put out there, and the way they did it was inappropriate.
See, that pisses me off. I mean, that's honestly, that's just
it just sets us back.
Completely, misguiding.
It sets us back, and this is a group that they've sent me emails when we got started with the Deer Alliance because we didn't jump in and support some of the things they want. Listen, I am all for sportsmen being passionate about their issues. I'm all for sportsmen not being afraid to question their state wildlife agencies. What I am not for is existing for the sole purpose to be an antagonist and to get in the way of issues and to cause problems. And that's essentially what's happened with that issue. I happened to be at the Southeast Deer Study Group meeting when this came out. That's one of the biggest meetings of deer experts, researchers, wildlife managers in the country. And everybody's phones are blowing up with this. And the way that video was presented, you stand on the steps of the Capitol, which any one of us can do. We could go stand on the Capitol and shoot a video and make it look like some kind of official announcement. And it made a lot of people think that there was an official announcement from the Pennsylvania Game Commission that there was a cure for CWD, when in fact it is the furthest thing from the truth. It's based on a theory that has not been supported by any other science or any other scientists. And the theory of prions being the cause of CWD remains the accepted cause of CWD, and there's tons of research to support it. We had to turn around very quickly and put out an article that basically reiterated that to address that issue. And then on top of that, we had other people with the title of doctor in front of their name who were saying things like basically scaring the hell out of people, telling them that CWD is it's only a matter of time until it infects people, and which is also
there's been no cases of that. Correct.
There have been no cases of that, so we had to turn around and we had put out another article saying that despite what you may hear, there has never been a single case of a human being getting CWD. We're not telling you that you shouldn't get your deer tested. We're not telling you that if it tests positive that you should eat it. We're not telling you that. We're telling you that despite this disease being around for decades and undoubtedly people eating thousands of CWD infected deer, there has not been one documented case of someone getting CWD or a related type of illness, whether we're talking about Alzheimer's or CJD, despite the CDC's looking for it, the National Prion Center at Case Western Reserve is looking for these connections, and they have not found them. So therefore, to respond to an interviewer's question or to be quoted in an article saying something like it's only a matter of time, to me is not helpful. Only say what you know, not what you think you might know, or what you might think might attract funding to you, or make you look like you're important or to get attention. When people do stuff like that to get attention, and they use deer and hunting is the way to do that. And I don't care if you're a hunting celebrity with a TV show, a podcast, or if you're a doctor of whatever, or if you're just a group that doesn't like your state wildlife agency. When you do that nonsense on the backs of deer and wildlife and conservation, I got a real problem with that. And there's a lot of that going on, and it's not helpful, and it needs to stop.